Hey guys, this is a really short episode with Adam Taylor. I remember seeing him post on, I think maybe at the interior design photography page about companies using his pictures without, copyright, without any confirmation or payment, of course. So, we go over kind of the step-by-step process on how to handle some of those things and what you should know, because a lot of photographers start out just thinking like, oh, this is such a big brand, they're using my products, this is amazing, but you should be paid for that, and they're a huge company, they can afford it. So he talks about what he does, how he talks to these companies, and a lot of them end up to be his clients in the end or pay for the photos, which is really great and helpful for you guys.
Yeah, so that's obviously a really big issue, and I think pretty much every photographer in this space has encountered that and has questions about how to deal with it and stuff. To kind of just clarify what you're talking about is you're talking about when myself or another client of mine posts a photo, vendors in that company then will either take the photo without asking and post it on their feed on Instagram, or they will ask the designer or the client, the builder, whoever posted the photo besides us as photographers, they'll ask them if they can post it, and a lot of times the clients just aren't aware of kind of their licensed usages and stuff, and they'll say, sure, faucet company, whatever, you can post my photo, that'd be great, just tag me. So the designer gets tagged, the photographer may or may not get tagged, but so what happens is that going back to the price structure that I use, if clients aren't aware of the licensing and kind of what that means and what their license allows them to do, that's kind of where the problem starts, I think. And then companies, I have to give them the benefit of the doubt, although it's difficult to do. You kind of have to assume that every person that's running a company's Instagram is just dumb. And they might not know the etiquette or whatever. I think a lot of them do know how it actually works and are just trying to be sneaky and get around it and save their marketing budget. And I know that from talking to people, even people very close to me that I get very frustrated with. So that's the case, and like I said, they'll reach out to the designer, post a photo, and it's not right. They're building a brand with our content, and whether they're selling a product directly from that Instagram post, that's besides the point. That Instagram post is still a part of their brand as a whole. It's helping to build up their image. It's helping to build up their fan base, and maybe somebody that sees that post becomes a fan of that brand and later down the line buys the products or whatever. It's brand building, right? So it's all marketing. And so that content has value. And if it didn't have value, they wouldn't be using it. So the way I approach this and encourage other people to approach it is from an understanding perspective in a non-aggressive way. So, essentially reaching out to the company and just explaining to them hey, I shot that photo for this particular client. Their license doesn't give them the rights to let other people use it. I'm happy to license you the photo and others from the shoot if you like. If that's something you want to talk about, I'd love to discuss it. If not, please take the image down. Thanks for understanding. If I think it's so easy to get pissed off and annoyed and feel violated that your work was stolen. And if you let those emotions get to you and you jump all over them, you're just going to burn bridges. You're going to just come across in a negative light. And the odds of you turning that into a sale or, even better, a recurring customer are probably pretty low. Thankfully, I got a lot of experience in that too and kind of learned the hard way. And I was able to actually take one of those aggressive, mean posts or, mean takedown requests and turn that into a sale and an ongoing relationship. So I'm glad that I was able to salvage one of those and, like I said, kind of learn the hard way and learn how to approach it differently in the future. It's not impossible to ask a company to take it down, and it's definitely not impossible to get them to pay for it after the fact. But you really have to go about it the right way. Going back to how I was able to do that, so the scenario was that I had reached out to this particular faucet company numerous times without success. I never could get an email address for anybody to send the samples to. I never got a response to their Instagram. And I was like, man, that's a bummer. This is a good shot. I'm sure they would like to post it. Well, eventually they posted it without my permission anyway. And at that point I'm like, what the hell? I've reached out to you multiple times and now you're going to use it for free. So that's why I kind of got so mad. So this is actually part of the start of when I got really good at doing my detective work and finding, you know, who's the contact at this company. So I dug real deep and found one email address, and I sent him a nasty letter with an invoice, and you know, just being defensive about it. Somehow or another, that email address happened to be the marketing guy that actually makes the decisions there. Had it been any of the other hundreds of people at that company, I might have had a different experience, but there was a little luck involved. And he, you know, obviously took it very harsh because it was a harsh email. He explained that they had a third-party company running their Instagram, and he didn't even know what goes on there. You know, that company probably reached out to the designer, yada yada. Anyways, I was able to retract, you know, my aggressiveness, apologize profusely, and you know, eventually license him not only that photo but another one. And then it was a local company, and I was able to set up a meeting with them in person and go and kind of talk it out and, you know, kind of build a relationship there. And since then they've, you know, purchased other licensing as well. Well, that's part of the webinar, and actually I can't say too much about it right now, but I'm working on something a little more in depth than the webinar that I'll be releasing later this year to give some more of these tips. But first of all, you want to you know, search for somebody in marketing. There's a couple of really great resources for free. LinkedIn is a good place to go. There's another place called rocketreach.io, I think. Let me make sure I'm telling you the right address. There's some features that you can use for free, and as much as I do this, I still use a free account. And here's a pro tip. You have multiple email addresses, you can make multiple accounts, right? So you can get a lot out of Rocket Reach for free, and they give you like a couple of like lookups. Yeah, they give you like a couple of like lookups for free per month or whatever. Then the other one that I like is hunter.io, and that's a good one. That can help find you some people.
Hope you guys really enjoyed these videos. It's a 5-part series. Make sure to watch all of them and comment down below what you're still curious on about. I'm gonna have revolving guests come on, and I'm gonna have questions with them. It's gonna be really fun, and I hope you guys will learn a lot from the best and people I look up to. Hope you guys enjoy this, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and I think that's about it. Watch the other 5 videos. And I also post a lot of my own videos on this channel, so if you have like a second, just like check those out. That's about it. Bye guys!